Oh, hello. Damn, Tiff. Damn. Hey, good afternoon. It is good afternoon, right? Yeah. I've got a headache. My sugar level is, I think, either high, or I'm just dehydrated, and I have my sugar level may be okay, but I think my dehydration is causing my sugar level to be high, even though I haven't had a lot of sugar. I have, but I haven't. But throughout the week, I have. So it's still in my system, and I haven't drank any water because I've been holding my pee. Being on Facebook doing God's work, I can't go to the bathroom. And then when I go into 7-Eleven to get what I need, it gets busy because God, aka the devil, brings people in and makes everybody show up. You know, I'll get here, there's nobody here. As soon as I pull in, the shit is like full with people getting gas. All the spaces are filled up, people coming in and out constantly. It's like he's got all these extra people that he could just pay, like actors. Okay, go, it's your turn, go. It's like he's directing the traffic. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I'm going up against. So I may go to 7-Eleven to get a cup of ice and to go pee. Do I get to go pee? No. Because I go in to get what I get, and it gets busy, and I'm like, okay, I got to get out of here. Too many people for me. And I forget to go to the bathroom, or it gets busy, and I can't use the bathroom. And I'm being killed because my sugar level, holding my pee-pee, I'm not going to be able to have any more kids. It'll kill me. Again, this is what I was going to talk about. But I wanted to share this because I may not get another chance to share this with anybody so that they don't have to repeat my suffering or even worse. So that's the reason why God's got me on here, a bunch of other people, but many people on Facebook and Twitter and social media are not on for the right reasons. They're adding to the problems by becoming more of the problem, more of the yeast, more of the infectious crap that's killing us all. Because they're joining the crowd. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. You join the crowd or you're not with the crowd. You can still be of the crowd, but not in it. So it all depends on our choices, decisions, and often we want to be, we want to love our brothers and sisters, obviously, because without them, we're nothing. Without the world, because I can't do everything in the world by myself that is supposed to be done, okay? And the 99.9999% of the crowd are not doing the right thing. And they're going to get rebuked by Jesus. Not by me, by the Almighty. And it ain't of me. I'm trying to see, I've realized that they were doing wrong. They weren't doing right, but I couldn't tell them because then that would cause a clash. Who are you to tell me I can't? Who are you to tell me what I'm doing is wrong? We have freedom and free will, yeah, man. Yeah, we could smoke till we're dead, man. Or we could drink till we're dead. Or we could drug until we're dead. Or we could sex till we're dead. Or party till we're dead. Or fuck till we're dead. Suck till we're dead. Dick till we're dead. Lick till we're dead. Is that the way you want to die? I think not. We've got to get out of our flesh. We've got to get control of our flesh. How do we do that? By getting out of it. by not being in it. We have to be doing something productive that's adding to life. And I don't mean using our hands to jerk somebody off. I don't mean our mouths to suck somebody off. That's still of death. Because now that's going to cause them to get used to being done that way. And it's going to cause them to want the real thing. And it's going to cause them to go outside to get it. And maybe force themselves upon somebody. Just so they don't have to take care of the pregnancy. But they want to get their rocks off. You see what I'm saying? I have to talk to you so you understand. Because you don't understand any other lingo, whatever you want to call it. I got a headache. I fell asleep in the Walmart parking lot in my car. I blended in with the overnight crew, even though Walmart knew I was there. But I had God's grace. Because I'd rather be in a home of my own. I'm not out here because I want to be out here. I can't afford my own home. And the other races, the Spanish, the blacks, this one, the Asians, this one, that, they're not allowing the white people to own their own homes or to rent. So I'm stuck in my car. And now they're sabotaging my car. Okay? And my own people. My own stalker. So he's a part because he don't want me no more. I'm damaged. He don't want me. He wants what I have, the knowledge I have inside, so he could take it and run off with his little bisexual Jamie bitch. Okay? I know the truth. They want to pull a Diana on me. A Princess Diana. That's what they want to do. That's what they're doing. They're saying, oh, we got blessing. God's got blessings for you. You got to come as you are, blah, 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 blah. But they're not letting me go because they're not letting me heal. I'm not going to go to church with all this shit on my face because it doesn't look bad, but it hurts. So this is all sore. These are sore. They sting because my face sweat and the infection, the bugs. This still hurts. Even though it's not as bad as it was, that little thing still hurts. Plus, I still got them in here because I only used the shampoo once. Because you're only supposed to use it once every 7 to 10 days. I don't want to overuse it because I don't want to give myself cancer from the chemicals that I have to use to get rid of the bugs that they gave me that shouldn't be in my hair to begin with or on my skin. You understand where I'm coming from? So they're saying one thing but doing another. So they're saying, oh yes, God's going to bless you. Oh yes, he wants to wrap his arms. Yeah, that could mean in life and death. And that could mean man or it could mean God himself, meaning when I pass on from this life. So, see, you think they're just talking about the blessings. No, there's less in the blessings. So, you got to understand that being in my position is a weakness. My daddy has sold me to the devil, which is the church. Because they got to keep me down and keep me pressed down so they could use me for the church to teach the masses. But y'all aren't getting it. So my death is all in vain. My suffering is all in vain. Many others that have come and gone are in vain because nobody's learning the lesson. They think, oh, that drug dealer died, he got shot, or that one got killed. That ain't going to happen to me. Nah, I won't do nobody wrong. You don't have to do nobody wrong. But by doing what you're doing, you're already doing the wrong thing. You just got to upset the right one for the right one to come back and retaliate. Then you're done for. You could both be done for because it's like a boomerang. Nobody understands the Bible as it is meant and supposed to be. Because of sin, because of what we're doing wrong, it's a boomerang. So what we do wrong comes back to us. God will find a way for it to come back to us, whether it be now or later. Remember the candy, now or later, now and later? Some people get it now and they continue to get it later until they die. It's a slow process. It could be a quick process. Depends on where you are with God. He may give you grace, but he will slowly kill you. which means long suffering. That's not a good thing. Long suffering is not a good thing because you're alive, but you're dying. You're feeling that pain slower and more and more and more. As opposed if you die quickly, it's like that. You may feel it, but then depending on which way. So, I fell asleep in Walmart parking lot last night after I got my food, my ice cream, and I ate my... What did I eat last? I had ice cream. I bought strawberries, but I didn't eat them last night. I ate them today. Just a little while ago. I had to buy another quart of oil. Because for some reason, in the past 2 or 3 days, or the past week, I don't know, when was the last time I checked I checked my oil about a week ago, maybe. Because the time goes by so fast. It feels like it was only 2 or 3 days ago, but it could have been a week ago. I know it was like a week ago. And it was at the S, just at the S, in the word safe on the dipstick. And I added like the rest of what I had. Well, I added a little bit more out of my, I had a little bit left in one of my bottles, like maybe that much. So I put maybe that much in it, and it was a little bit above the S, in between the S and A. Then I checked it today when I came out of Walmart, because I had to return I returned my chunky Chips Ahoy because they were stale. They expire in August, but they were like chewy. And I didn't buy the chewy ones. I bought the chunky Chips Ahoy, which shouldn't be chewy. And I did take the package from the back. Should have been the freshest. But because someone's not doing their job right, when I took from the back, I was actually getting the oldest instead of the newest, the freshest. Because they're not moving the stuff forward. They're just they're just stacking them over each other. So then the ones underneath it go bad and go stale and they don't get bought. Or they get bought, but then they get returned or they get thrown away at somebody's house. Then it makes somebody have to come back and buy more cookies. But see, that process is more costly for all of us. Because now they complain they ain't got enough money to survive and eat and feed their family and take care of their sugar, their sweet tooth, their wants, their desires, their pleasures, their this, their that. First of all, God didn't say He gave us money to go and smoke, drink, drug, sex, party, fuck, suck, dick, and lick. And buy all these fancy dancy clothes and all these pocketbooks and purses and shoes and hats. And belts and socks and pants and shirts and skirts and dresses. First of all, you got to know what the clothes are meant for. If you want to dress in dresses, well then you're going to be a sucker all your life. If you only wear dresses some of the time, you're a sucker only some of the time. Eventually that's going to sell you out and you're going to become a sucker all the time. See, you don't even know that the way you dress you don't even know the way you dress, the things you do, the things you partake in, the things you don't do, the things you do. All that has an effect on what you become. You become what you put in your body. You become what you dress yourself up to be. You become what you put out. You put out a nasty attitude. You put out this. Whatever you put out comes back to you. Because God says, okay, that's how you want to be treated? Okay, that's how you want other people to treat you? By the way you treat other people? Okay. So the people that He sends in your path, in your clan, in your whatever, He'll make your kids turn out to be the way you are. So whatever treatment you give to others, He will make your children do. And that's why children and parents are dividing and separating. Because I gotta breathe. My heart. I'm not getting the oxygen. I need a scan. I need a body scan. I don't want to get into an accident and get hurt to where they need to scan me. I want to get a scan before I get into any problems. I want to avoid the problems. But I need to see where my body is at and what damage that all of you have done to me. I need to know what's going on in my body because I'm not well. It kind of feels like I've been hit by a car. And my body is just so bruised and broken. I can't do anything because I'm not eating right. I'm eating the rest of my popcorn. I just had a strawberry ice cream with strawberries because I was at Walmart. And I didn't feel like eating my melted Nestle Crunches because my sugar level wasn't that low. I know I didn't need that. So anyway, when I went into Walmart to return my cookies because I opened them up while I was in the car. And I said, I didn't want to, but I said, let me, since I'm still in the Walmart parking lot, since I didn't go take a shower last night because the gym's closed at 9 o'clock. And by the time I took medicine last night after I got off the Facebook, so I fell asleep and then my phone died. And they're giving me a hard time charging my phone. So they're even controlling the electric current by the computer in the car to where I can't charge my phone unless they let it charge. They're in control. That's not the reason why I'm not going to church. I'm not going to church because I'm sweaty, disgusting, I don't feel clean. I'm not going to go to church all dirty and nasty and smelly and say, oh, I need your help. Oh, I need this. So they could play me for a fool and take all my money and then send me out and with no money. They're like, give them everything. You got to give them everything. And then they'll play the card where, get the fuck out my church. Or, don't you come back. We don't want your kind no more. After they take everything from you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to let them put me in that position to where they could just fucking give me the boot after taking everything I got. Fuck that. I'm not stupid. I don't need to experience what they don't know that I know they're doing to me. I'm not stupid. I wasn't born yesterday or today. I've had eyes and my eyes are opened. Okay, I know and I'm learning and I'm seeing everything that's being done, and I also have the interpretation and the understanding of it. So don't play me for a fool. Don't think you're going to play me for a fool. I cannot be tempted. I cannot be fooled because I have the truth. I know the truth. I am the truth. I have the Holy Spirit. Not just the flesh. All of you are just the flesh. You're not awakened spiritually. You're on different levels. But you're not all the way there. I've been there since I was a child because I didn't let myself become corrupted. Yes, I fell into a couple traps that were set along my path, but it wasn't my intention. They were trying to make me look like a pedophile to you guys. They were trying to make you think that I was a child molester. No, they set that trap for me. Then they labeled me as one. I didn't want to go hump my cousin. I didn't want to give my virginity up to my first boyfriend, Diego. He didn't even want me. He didn't even want me. I don't want to live in the past anymore. But anyway, he was a decent person. Him and his family took care of me the best that they could, given that they had problems themselves. And I appreciate that. Even though they were not white like me, they took better care of me than my own mom and dad. They took care of me for almost 2 years, because I was only with them with his mom and him, and then I was with him and his sister and his sister's husband, and that's about it. But so it was then we stayed with my mommy a little for like a week or 2 or 3, on and off here and there. I didn't see, I wasn't honest with him, but he wasn't honest with me either. So it kind of, we equal each other out. We cancel each other out. So he can't be mad at me and I can't be mad at him. And we're still cool, kind of cool with each other. Sort of. Even though he continued to do me wrong. I didn't ask you and Jen for help to get to you. I was really serious, really honest. I only wanted help to get a place to stay. And I figured maybe since my family was rejecting me and I didn't want to be my child molester, I thought maybe, hey, yous could need some help. And that by yous helping me would help me and it would help yous. That's all I was thinking. But y'all took it another way. So if my first boyfriend watches this and his girlfriend at that time, Jen, I never had any intentions on getting back together with Diego. I wasn't trying to sneak my way into, no. I was over him. But I was at a point, and I wanted to talk to both of you. But you went along and tested me. I wasn't about that. And if you would have stayed, I wanted to talk. I thought we were going to talk. I thought we were all going to talk. But see, yous were testing me. And yous messed up the very thing that I could have been to help yous. But my daddy and his people made you think otherwise. So you played me, and then you made me run out the house naked without my clothes because I didn't want that to happen. That's not what my intention was. And I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have fallen into that trap. I was honest. I really didn't want that to happen. I got a headache. And it was kind of my fault because I was tired, I was exhausted, and I kind of gave up at that point. All the times I gave in to the traps is when I gave up because of that being the resistance that my daddy and his clan were giving me. And it was only, yous were the roadblocks to both your blessing and my blessings. By y'all being used by the devil, and then the devil using me to go through with his plans, it defiled all of us, and it demeaned all of us, and degraded and devalued, and what's the other word I was looking for? It took us off our path. Okay, because the devil doesn't want us to be together to help one another. And my family rejected me because of my heart. Oh. Because my mom blames me for her losing her children. You know all that, though. So she mistreated me, and then it caused the world to mistreat me, and then by her rejecting me caused my Diego to kind of reject me because we couldn't help each other. We couldn't survive together because we had no money, no job, no home. The same thing. And then when he left me with my aunt, which he did good. He did the right thing by leaving me with my aunt and my cousins. But I didn't know that once I no longer had a boyfriend, that my body would react on its own with the sexual urges. So what did I do? I humped my cousin because I wasn't with Diego no more. I didn't have another boyfriend. I didn't want to go run out finding some other guy. I didn't want to have sex in the beginning. I didn't want to give up my virginity to my first boyfriend. And I think he understands why I gave it to him. Was because I had no one else. I had nobody else. So I had to hook him. The devil hooked him onto me. Then I had to put my hook on him to hook him, to keep him to me. So there goes one link from God, from the devil, God, to him, and then from the devil, God, to me, from him to me. So it's like, okay, one link in the chain, then two links in the chain, and then for him, after it was me, it was all his other girlfriends. And then for me, it was all of my others, or all the other eras that followed. And that's how the chains get tighter and tighter, and you finally get to a point where you can't go anymore because you got these chains holding you back. The chains, every link in the chain that links onto you, every time we do and don't do something, every time we say and don't say something, we're building our chains. Okay? Some of them are built for us, like me. My family fucked me over because they sold me out. When you guys may have lost your parents. So now that was a link in your chain. Okay? And then many more linked on because you had more kids or because you had more boyfriends. The same things happened between all of us, but a different way. I had my parents, but I didn't. They weren't with me. They were the ones causing my chain to get tighter or to get longer, but keeping me from being able to go forward after so long. Depending on how short or long our chains are. Do you understand? So anyway, I woke up about 11 o'clock. I don't know what time it was because, no, not 11 o'clock. What was the time on my receipt? I might have been up before that. Oh, my heart. Okay, I woke up sometime about 10 o'clock. It might have been before that because it wasn't hot out. It was still cool. The sunshine was out, but it wasn't very hot. Okay, so my first receipt was 10:33. That was when I returned the Chips Ahoy. And look at this. 10:33:20. 10 was 10 years between me and my stalker. 1997 to 2007 when I resisted him in 97 and then again in 98. Because when I left in 97 to Florida the first time to my grandmother with Joe, I came back. We came back for like after 2 or 3 weeks because my grandmother in her condo, the person in control of her unit, like the president of her unit, only allowed me to stay an extra 2 weeks, and then we had to go. So we had to come back to Connecticut. I had to stay with Joe and his family when he was already trying to break up with me because I had lost my apartment and lost everything and lost my job. And the reason why I did was partly because of him. Because God... I can't do this. There's so many players in my game. And it's only me to tell the story. And they're making so many things, so many scenes happen, more than what I can tell you. So, when I veer off from one story to another, it's not good. Because I'm trying to explain to you my daily, just from the 2 hours, within the first hour I was awake today. 10 things happened. Because God, a.k.a. the devil, knew I fell asleep in the Walmart parking lot in my car. So he had all night and all morning to plan his attacks and his scenes, to prepare his scenes and his, to direct and produce his scenes. Like he did last night when I was in there. Because I was at 7-Eleven, Facebook and you guys delayed me. So when I told God I'm going to go to Walmart, and he knew because I needed ice cream or I needed something sweet or whatever. When I didn't go to the gym after a certain point, and God knew it, well, that was out of the question. I wasn't going to go there because the gym closed at 9, and it was already like 7:30. I wouldn't have had enough time to take a shower, because it takes me like 2.5 hours from the beginning to the end. So, So what happened, while I was asleep in the parking lot, he had time to prepare. So what he did, what they did, they let air out of my tire on my right rear passenger tire that has the screw in it. And I know that there's no air seeping out of it because it's tight, it's in there. So I'm good for now. So I know that when I started, okay, I checked my oil after I came out of Walmart the first time. I'm not even going to tell you all the things that happened inside Walmart. I'm just going to talk about now from what I did, what I had to do, and the reason why I had to do the things I had to do. So I knew that my oil was going to be low because I've been told by the oil change I need an oil change. But because I idle so much and I'm losing oil somewhere, this isn't good. God may be making all of you believe that he's blessing me. He's not blessing me. Okay? Yes, I'm still alive to talk about it. It ain't doing me no good. I'm talking about it to help all of you out. So that your people, but see, even though I talk about what I'm doing and what I'm going through, since I'm informing people of the way I'm suffering and how I'm suffering, now the devil is going to change it up. He's not going to let someone else that knows my truth suffer like me because they'll see it. He will change it up and make it happen. The devil has many ways of doing things. And that's God. God is the devil. Devil is God. He's two-faced. Okay? And he has to do that because none of you are his how do I say it? The devil's job is to take more souls. God is to save the souls. Which one you get is on you. And I just got another revelation I'm going to tell you. The reason why we're all having breathing problems, we're destroying our oxygen. The chemical, they're putting chemicals in the air to kill us some more and to kill off the bugs and the germs and the viruses and this and whatever else they're doing. But we're killing ourselves by all this fuel that we're putting into the air. All these chemicals we're burning. Because we're not living right. We're not living simple. God is about to restore the simple man. It's going to go back to being a simple man. Back to the earth. Back to the ground. There ain't going to be no buildings. There ain't going to be nothing. Nada. Nothing. Zilch. So God is just waiting for his children to be informed of what's to come so that they could still survive. He's got to cleanse us of all this sin so that we could survive in his land when he does what he's going to do. And the strong won't survive. Those that are strong, that require a lot of meat, a lot of food, a lot of protein, a lot of this, y'all are going to be the first to die. Because when God does away with everything, there ain't going to be much food to survive on. And he will make sure that those of you that have a little stock, a little hoarding going on, he will make sure, because he's cleansing his kingdom. I'm not going to be around. I'm not doing this for me because I'm dying. They're killing me. I'm very sick. I don't have any major infections or diseases except for herpes that my sister gave me. But, and then all the deficiencies I have because I don't eat healthy. Now my heart and my brain are being deprived of oxygen and clean blood because of my diet. I got a headache. And I'm thirsty. And I'm stressed out. So, when I woke up sometime before 10 o'clock, it was sometime before 10 o'clock, I bought the cookies and my strawberries and I bought the, what did I pay $3.97 for last night? The chicken. I bought a traditional rotisserie chicken because they had some more. Chips Ahoy, the sliced pineapple from Walmart, $1.28. Strawberries, $2.03. Bell peppers, 86 cents each. Cost me $2.58. A garlic, one bulb of garlic, 64 cents. An onion, which I bought, but I took it off because the one onion cost me $1.03. $1.03. It was $1.84 a pound. So I had a small onion, cost me $1.03. I can't just eat an onion by itself, honey. I need something to go with it. But I can't afford it.